Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Today I am doing a video on how Doug and I have cut down some of our costs during the COVID crisis. Before the COVID hit, we were able to, we took a trip to England. We took the kids to the beach, and I was able to get my hair done and able to get my nails done. Now, we didn't have new cars, or I wasn't able to afford like a Louis Vuitton purse or Chanel clothes or, expensive designer shoes, things like that. But we were able to do things that we wanted to do and get services that we wanted to do, like my nails and my hair. So the COVID came and things shut down, and for us, things have drastically changed. Now, I'm not coming to you today out of poverty. We have food, we have a roof over our heads, and we have clothes on our back. But we have had to cut quite a bit during this pandemic, as many people have had to do. So that is what this video is about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing that we did, we sat down when we realized the way things were going. We sat down and thought, okay, what's really important for us to keep? Well, it was important for me to continue to do the sponsored child that we do. It was important for me to take any YouTube money I earned and help my children, because they were in worse shape than we were. They had professions that the COVID shut down, and I knew that they needed help. And if I could, I wanted to be able to get my 3 main skincare items. That was important to me. For Doug, it was a couple of things that were important to him. So we looked at that. Then we looked at, also, TV was really important to us, but we looked at what we needed to cut its subscription-wise on TV, and what was important for us to keep. And we have finagled and worked things around. Maybe sometime we have BritBox, sometime we have Acorn, according to we just do some research and see what we want to watch, because this is an activity we enjoy doing together at night. So that was important to us. Your list would be different, because there's other things that people enjoy or that is important to them. So then I think the next thing I had to do was I had to emotionally adjust to this. And that was hard. I don't think that I could have done this video 6 to 8 weeks ago, because I was sad. I had to do a little bit of grieving and I know it sounds stupid to grieve for a change in your finances. That is stupid. But I did. I was sad. I had to be sad for a little bit. And the ways that I had to deal with that, I had to have my moments of feeling sad and then realize, okay, you've done that, get over it. I had to put on my big girl panties and say, stop it. You are so blessed, quit feeling sorry for yourself. But I had to have a few moments by myself to feel sorry for myself, and that's okay. Just because your circumstance maybe isn't as bad as other people's, it's still sad for you, and it's okay to take that time to mourn it. But then I realized, okay, you're lucky, you get on with it, and that helped. The next thing that was important for me to do, I felt watching Instagram, certain things on Instagram, and maybe even certain YouTube videos, I felt a sense of jealousy. And so for a while, I had to quit watching some videos like hauls, new releases that people were talking about, because I wanted them. And I was afraid I would just get them no matter what, even though I knew we couldn't do it. Well, I don't think I would have done that. But I didn't even want to tempt myself, and I didn't want to make myself sad for them. So I had to do that. Another thing that I had to do is I had to quit going to the Sephora and the Ulta websites, because they will, this is on sale, this is new, this is this is that. And it was pretty. It was a pretty thing, and I was like a child with candy being dangled in front of me. I wanted these new palettes that were coming out, so I just didn't look at them. Didn't go over there at all, wasn't even tempted. So that was really helpful. I had to take that time where I wouldn't be tempted and I wouldn't feel jealous. And I got over it. And now I can go and support people that have hauls and feel happy for them and think and get inspiration and ideas for them. I had to change myself mentally to be able to feel joy again. You know, I did feel joy, but I had to really feel it deep down inside. I had to kind of pretend joy for a bit until I could actually start feeling it myself. The next thing I did with spring and summer coming up, I realized that, you know, I would want clothes because I love clothes. And I've always done outfits of the day, but I thought I can't do outfits of the day. I have nothing new to show. So I cleaned out my closet and I did a video on that. Looked at the things that I had. I got rid of the things that were so-so to me. Why spend my time wearing so-so things? So what I did was I got together a wardrobe that I really liked and things that I thought were only for work. And Doug and I are still working. I'm working at home and Doug's working some at the office to kind of keep things together until we can start getting money in again. So I started wearing the nicer tops and I've gotten compliments on Instagram. I love your top, where you get it. You know, I'm sorry, it's old. But people have said, boy, I really like what you've been wearing during quarantine. Well, because I've been wearing my nicer things that I thought I had to save, but I don't. And I like them, and I'm happier with my wardrobe. I don't feel the need to go out and buy new clothes now. I really don't. And like I said before, I've never bought designer things, but I would, you know, I'd go to Old Navy, I'd go to ASOS, I'd go to H&M, I'd go to Express, and, you know, I would buy some clothes usually every year. But since I couldn't, I rediscovered the things that I had in there, and it's just been kind of fun. I just go through and I wear those nice tops and everything, and I like it. I like it. I have on a little sundress today. I'm going to be vacuuming later on, and I don't care. I feel good in my little sundress. One thing, it's cool. It's so hot here. I had to do my hair up. But so doing my wardrobe helped me with the wanting to buy more clothes. So I was editing and I realized I left out a couple of things. So I thought I just thought, well, I'm just going to come out here on the porch and put in a little insert just with my little phone. So another thing that I've been doing, I watched YouTube videos on how to color my hair, and I've been coloring my hair myself, and how to trim my hair. Now I can't trim my hair very well, but I think that I can kind of start keeping the front kind of trimmed. So that's gonna, you know, really save a whole lot of money too. And also, people have told me that ThreadUp is a really good service to use. You can sell your clothes and get credit to buy other clothes. And it may be clothing that, you know, looks fantastic on you. It just didn't work for them. You know, for one reason or another, it didn't fit or wasn't the right color or something, but you might really like it. It might be, you know, still in good shape and good quality. So if I think of other things, I will insert them as I'm editing, but I want to point those things out. The next thing I had to do was take pride in what I had. I had to take pride in my house. I had to take pride in my wardrobe and my clothing again. I had to, by taking pride in it, I had to realize, gosh, I'm blessed. I took pride in my grandkids. I took pride in my husband. I took pride in the meals we prepared. I took pride in just everything that I was blessed with in my life. And it helped me to realize, golly, I am blessed beyond belief. No, I didn't turn out at 65 like I thought things were going to, like Doug and I planned. We thought that when I got to be 65, or by the time he got to be 65 anyway, would have us a trailer and would be on the road and visiting out west and, you know, maybe have a second home in the mountains or something, but it wasn't going to be that way. And so we had to learn to count the blessings that we have. And it's been hard on Doug too. There's things that he has wanted and he had to deal with it in his way too. But having that communication open between us has helped too. And realizing, I think we as women sometimes take things personally. Like, it's always been my job, I thought, to make Doug, oh, is Doug happy? What have I done wrong? You know, well, it didn't have anything to do with me. I finally realized that. This is sort of an aside. It's the circumstances. So his thing, he wanted to take long hikes with the dog, so I had to let him, and not let him. Of course, I couldn't stop him, but I had to not worry that he was trying to get away from me. He might have been trying to get away from me, and that's okay. I finally had to come to that realization and not be so sensitive about it, but that's kind of a different story. But anyway, I took pride in what I had, and that just made me have an appreciation and a joyfulness about my circumstances. Even though they were bad, I could still find joy. Another thing that I think is really important is to be honest. To be honest with those that maybe you used their services or bought from them, like when it was deemed safe to go back to the salon. I talked to the woman that does my hair. I said, I can't come back. We can't afford it right now. She said, don't you worry about it. I understand. Whenever you're ready, you come right back. I appreciate you telling me. When I talked to the person that did my nails, and I said, I can't, our circumstances have changed, and I just can't do it anymore. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. It will be here when you're ready. Whatever service you do, if you're a person that gets massages, if you're a person that gets procedures, if you're a person that goes and gets facials, if you can be honest, if you will call the people and be honest and say, I can't use you right now, but it's not because I don't want to. It's a big weight off them, because they realize they haven't done anything wrong. It's your circumstances. And I'll tell you something too, there's no shame in being in a different financial situation than you thought you would be. There's no shame in that. There really isn't. It's circumstances. You're not a bad person. It's just that things have changed, and that's okay. That's okay, and it's not a character flaw. I think that's what I'm meaning to say. It's not a character flaw, and you don't need to put on airs, or pretend like you're richer than what you are or whatever, because there's no sense in doing that, because it's fake. Be real, be yourself, be real in all this. And that really helps you to realize, it gives you a sense of relief of not having to put on a front. This is who I am. We're going through hard times, but I love you. It's just kind of like that. I know I'm not making sense, but this is just what has helped me emotionally and mentally. Being honest. I really think being honest is important. I think this is something that's easy to fall into. It was for me. When the COVID first hit, we first went into quarantine, I remember there were all these sales, like at Nordstrom and Macy. Everybody was having a big sale because they wanted you to spend your money. So, and I think there's a lot of big sales that go on all the time. If you can't afford it, just because it's on sale, don't buy it. And I had a hard time with that. It's on sale. I need to get it. No, I didn't. I didn't need it. I went through my wardrobe. I had plenty. Clothes are real hard for me like that. I really like clothes. And so I just didn't look at the sales. I knew they were out there, but I didn't look at them. I didn't tempt myself. Why do it? I know I couldn't buy it. Why tempt myself with it? The same thing is sort of like, there's a big push to buy drugstore now, I think. And just because something is cheaper at the drugstore, if you don't need it, you probably don't need to buy it. Because it's like with the sale, you can start buying sale items and you've got you a big ticket thing going on. You can start buying lots of drugstore. You can buy drugstore palettes and foundations and this, because there's some nice ones out there. Just because they're a lot cheaper than Ulta, if you don't need them, that's going to add up really quickly too. Because I started having the urge to do that. Oh, I'll just go to drugstore now. Oh, I'll buy this palette, this palette, this palette. Then, I had $75 in my bag, and that was something I didn't need. But because it was drugstore, I thought, I'm getting such a bargain, it's a sin not to buy it. And so That was always my philosophy. Well, it's a bargain, it's a sin not to buy it. And I realized, no, that's not the way to do it. Like I said, I didn't look at new eyeshadow releases, especially for a while, because I would want to buy them. But now I am, and what I'm doing is I'm seeing if I can replicate it in what I've got, because I've got so many darn shadows in here, shadow colors, that I'm taking an eyeshadow palette that really looks pretty, that I'm tempted, in the past I would have bought, I'm tempted to buy. I'll look at each individual color, see what I've got. You can even make a Z palette of the ones that is in that palette and just make you a palette that looks pretty much identical to it, not spend a penny. So that's what I'm doing now, taking new palettes and just seeing what I've got that matches the ones that I'm interested in, the colors that I'm interested in. And that's a challenge. And I like a challenge. You know, to me, there's only so many colors they can come out with, and I probably have every one of them, but so I'm gonna try that. This kind of helped me emotionally. I have always read that really a lot of not a lot, but quite a few real wealthy people are frugal. You know, I have read so-and-so, you know, well, they buy an old, they drive just regular old cars, or they, you know, especially if they're old money. Another thing, if you're missing services, like I was missing my nails, I wanted to buy red aspen nails because I didn't like the drugstore nails. And so my friend Kristen started selling them, and I said, I'm gonna have a pop-up party. I earned enough to buy a stack of nails this high. So that is something to think about. Another thing, which we should do anyway to save money, is cooking at home. Never went out to eat a whole lot. We would go out occasionally and meet people, meet friends. But we were ones to kind of cook at home anyway. But at least once or twice a week, we would get something out and bring it home. We'd get something to go. And, I haven't wanted to do that with COVID. And now with the finances the way they are, cooking at home. I've been doing grocery pickup. I love that thing. I love grocery pickup. It makes me feel wealthy. Even though I'm not, I feel like I'm real wealthy, like I'm royalty or something sitting there. Yeah, I'm going to grocery pickup, like I'm a big shot. And, I like grocery pickup because I think it makes me buy less. I'm not going in the store. I'm always one to go in the store. Well, let's go down this aisle, see what they got. Yeah, I probably need that. Yeah, I think, I might try that. Yeah, I'll buy that. And then I've spent an extra $100. This way, I know what we spend, and I go pick it up. I'm not going to go in and buy more, so I just go pick it up and bring it back home. So I think grocery pickup has actually helped me a little bit, but I don't know. I have no facts behind that. It may not be true. I don't know. But cooking at home, it's healthier. You know what you're putting in your food, and it's going to be cheaper too. And along with that, if you can keep your health up, especially with a virus, with a pandemic, it's going to serve you well. If you're healthy physically and you can stay healthy physically, it's very much going to help you mentally and emotionally. I have never been an outside person except in the wintertime when it would snow, because I love cold weather. But I've never liked going out except when I was a child in this heat in the South. I go out every day. I sit on my back porch. I turn on the ceiling fan. I sit on my back porch every evening. I sit on my front porch. The grandkids come over and play in the yard. They'll play badminton, or they'll play freeze tag or something. I'm getting a lot of fresh air. I'm walking more. I'm exercising more. I'm just more aware of my body and trying to be as healthy as I can. I've been doing more exercises. I've been doing more dancing. I've been more moving. I have really tried to be as healthy as possible. And it makes me feel better. It makes me able to cope with the stress better, because stress is just a draining effect of your health. And, if God forbid we get the virus, I want to be as healthy as possible to be able to fight it. Another thing is Doug and I think it's important, even though we've been home a lot, we're going to kind of take it like a staycation. We're going to pretend like we're on a vacation and take walks and take hikes. The kids are going to do the same thing. They're taking off work at the same time. Even though we have been home, there's something about me giving myself permission to relax for 5 days, to lay around and read and not work on the house, or not, we've worked on our porch, we've done this and we've done that, and Doug's gone to the office, I've worked here at home, then we've done, just to take a few days to relax. And the kids said the same thing too, because they've been, working hard at home too. So anyway, that is it. I hope this was helpful. These are just some things that we had to do for ourselves to help ourselves financially, and mentally helping ourselves too, and just sort of resetting ourselves. I think that's what we had to do, sort of reset the way we thought our lives were going to be going. They're not going that way anymore, and that's okay. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Everyone have a good weekend. Please stay safe. That's the most important thing. Be safe and be healthy. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.